Breaking within the hour, an Omaha man sentenced in federal court for drug and gun charges.
Jacqueline Fernandez joins us now at the Alert Center to break this down for us. Jacqueline.
Brian Aaron, the 39-year-old was in court for possessing with intent to distribute meth and a gun charge related to drug trafficking. Clayton Reynolds of Omaha will spend more than 22 years behind bars for those charges. This all started when the FBI's Greater Omaha Safe Streets Task Force began investigating Reynolds for his part in distributing fentanyl in Omaha. Prosecutors say he sold fentanyl to a confidential informant several times in a 3-month period and sold a gun on one occasion. At one point, there was a search warrant issued on his home and storage unit where several drugs, including cocaine and ecstasy, in addition to meth and fentanyl, were found, among others. Law enforcement also found hundreds of thousands of dollars in drug and weapon proceeds at his home and in his storage unit. Aaron.
Jacqueline, thank you. New tonight, Iowa's